I'm Gab, he's Jules. Blue skies over West London. Jules, the Champions League. There's a lot to go into. Manchester City, remember Guardiola saying like the situation can get worse. We can face reality. I'd argue it did just get worse after what happened. We're going to get that later. We're going to talk about Paris Saint-Germain and your boy Luis Enrique. We're going to talk about Arsenal. How about that? Lewandowski, 100 goals. But we got to start between two clubs that have written the history of Champions League football. I believe, is it 20 Champions European titles between them?
Yeah.
Liverpool and Real Madrid. Liverpool just keep winning. And I was really impressed with this performance because when we talk about, from the Liverpool end, when we talk about maybe not, I'm just impressed by how different this is from last season, the way Liverpool are playing, how quickly they've adapted to this. And okay, penalty missed on either side. Real Madrid, a ton of people out. I know we're going to end up talking about Real Madrid. Can we just give a little bit of praise to Arne Slot here?
Yeah, more than a little bit. It was one of the best performances of the season because we've said before they've won games where they haven't always played that great against Chelsea, against Arsenal, even against Southampton at the weekend. But this game, even against the Real Madrid kind of A, B team, because of all the players out, they were so impressive and they even stepped it up in the second half. Bradley got more forward, for example. They committed more bodies. They were just even more precise in everything they did around the Real Madrid box. And they completely deserve that. I thought they battered Real Madrid. I thought Liverpool would win, but I just didn't think there would be so much difference between the two teams.
Yeah, there's a lot to suck into, and in the podcast bit later, I will write my Valentine to Arne Slot because I think so much of this is on him. But we'll talk about Real Madrid. We'll talk about Kylian Mbappe. Obviously, okay, let's get this out of the way. No Vinicius, no Tchouaméni, no Militao, no Alaba, no Carvajal. A lot of guys out. No Rodrigo. Fine. I think I saw Mbappe twice in this game. Once when he was wiped out by Connor Bradley. Tremendous. The kind of tackle where like all of Anfield, kind of tackle also that if he mistimes it, Mbappe's through and scores, maybe. That and the penalty. And I don't like breaking down penalty techniques because I figure, right, these guys are penalty takers. But it looked to me that if just the basic rules and watching, like I was watching on Sky Italia afterwards, a lot of, Di Canio, people like that were talking about, if you're going to place a penalty at this level, you don't look back down at the ball. Like if you're going to look down at the ball, you hit it hard and into spot. But if you're going to do the thing where you're going to wait for the keeper and try to fool the keeper, you have to look at the keeper until the end.
Yeah, it does.
That was weird.
It takes a lot of penalties like that, though. So this is not. He's not the kind of guy to wait like a Neymar and just see where the keeper goes and goes the other way. Yeah, I just think nothing is going his way. Unfortunately for him, it was a bad performance again. Tactically, I'm not sure what Carlo Ancelotti tried to do, but with Brahim Diaz as a false nine and Bellingham quite, it just didn't work out. And albeit
he's got to try different things.
Yeah, and against a much better team. But I think he's not helping Mbappe either. And I would always obviously try to be on Mbappe's side. It's just like I think the penalty miss summed up his whole evening and probably a bit of the whole season so far.
Obviously, this isn't just going to be on Mbappe. I thought Real Madrid hung in there as best they could. You could see them picking their spots. I think if he puts the penalty away, I think you could see a situation where the whole mood changes. It's 1-1. Real Madrid maybe go into more of a lockdown mode, and then they see the game out. So that's why I thought
to get a draw, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
We've seen them do this before, right?
Yeah.
And maybe even at that point, Arne Slot says, you know what? Draw's not that bad a result with City coming up at the weekend, and the game could have kind of quieted down. That's why I thought it was a pivotal moment. Salah missing a penalty as well, also a technical thing, but we're going to get to that later on. Overall now, I think it's pretty much, I haven't seen the Madrid papers this morning, but I know it's in them. Clock ticking on Carlo, you think?
I thought that was super disappointing. I mean, Bellingham after the game was quite brutal in his assessment and said they wanted it more than us. We were never really up for this, and that's not acceptable, which he's got a point. Yeah, I mean, Carlo has at least the injuries, and they lost Camavinga too towards the end of the game, which is big. He was the best player in that game last night, and that is massive. So it's got that excuse if you want, which is true. I think a lot of teams and managers will struggle with all like those kind of key players missing. But yeah, you need to find solutions very quickly.